What's going on? Is the Fifth Quarter Podcast. I am your host, Ben Hustling. Got TJ and Buckets. Gentlemen, how are we doing?
Doing good, man. Really good into a good week.
Yeah, I feel old now. I've officially ticked over into 40 from the weekend.
Oh, yes, yes. Ladies and gentlemen, bear with us. If you hear the old man voice come out of TJ now, since he done leveled up. But
Mhm.
happy birthday, brother. Belated birthday to you. Um, Obviously, we love you and another year older, another year wiser. And yeah, how you feeling?
Now I can officially be the grumpy old man, just talk all
Here you
sorts of
go.
trash. I'm
God
ready.
damn. Damn. I knew we was hoping it wasn't gonna end like this,
You knew
but
it.
We're just getting started.
Yeah,
excuse me, but thank y'all for tuning in. As always, tune in. We're on YouTube, y'all. So look us up on there. Pretty soon we're gonna be having some other things up on there as well, too. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. I just want to put that out there. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, check us out on there, Spotify. Man, we kind of trying to get everywhere. So help us get everywhere. But we do appreciate y'all love and support as always. Gentlemen, it has been one of the many playoff weekends that I can remember that I have been so excited about, especially one of the game sevens that just recently passed, which we will get into later on into the show. But we're gonna start it off with this. Coach of the year. Oh, while we all laughing, we must know what the fuck's going on. Coach of the year, Mr. Missoula. Is that correct? Am I correct? I just want to make
Yes,
sure
sir. That is correct.
I don't want to fuck the man name up. You know what I'm
no.
saying? Um, he has obtained the Coach of the Year award. Congratulations to him. But also, it wasn't a good look to get the award and you didn't get your team further than what they did. I'm just saying.
Well, to be fair,
Uh-oh.
with the team that had zero expectations and what he did with the team that he had minus Jason Tatum, he not undeserving, but
Yeah.
then you did a Doc Rivers, who I think has done that too as well. Got Coach of the
Oh
Year. I think
no,
the first round,
don't do
12 to
that,
1 lead.
TJ. No, not a Doc Rivers.
Hey, they were up 3-1.
Oh no.
We call that the Doc Rivers now because I think he's done it more than anybody else.
I think that fits. Yeah, I think that fits.
But through the
Oh,
season, he did with what he was able to do with the Celtics. I do when I saw that, I was like, I did laugh because my first thought was to Ant going, it does make sense, but then you blew a 3-1 lead. So
Yeah.
I did say he is deserving, and then I laughed.
why you laughing at that man's pain like that? Don't do that.
Well, I mean, in reality, he was sort of coaching a completely different team to what he had
Mhm.
last year, and then got him as far as they did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Completely restructured, lost several key players, not just a few, like, Drew Holiday, Kristaps Porzingis, Al Horford, Jason Tatum missing pretty much the whole season. So he took basically almost an entirely new team, like, as far as he did. So yeah, he definitely deserved it.
Yeah.
No,
Well,
absolutely.
congratulations to Mr. Missoula, and your future endeavors, and hopefully you can get Big Green, or I should say, keep them in the discussion in the East. We're trying to make the East great again. Because
Well,
Lord knows it's been trash the last while. I'll say that. But we're getting there. We're getting there. So,
it's definitely gotten more entertaining. Like,
That's true.
outside of, like, just a handful of teams, there's a lot more teams that are, like, interesting to watch.
Yeah.
yeah,
Charlotte
like
being one of them, of
Yeah.
yeah,
course.
exactly. We've been on record, and everyone
Mhm.
knows we've been on record campaigning, and they have heard us, and they are doing that. So there you go. We're making the East great again, slowly but surely. But
Mhm.
it's getting there. It's getting there. Um, quick shout out to the local teams here that won this past weekend, Fremantle Dockers and the West Coast Eagles. They both got the dub this past weekend. Pretty sure, and you pretty happy about that. Eagles got the dub. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Actually, yeah, and it was a decent win. They got up by 30, so that's a nice little percentage boost considering you've lost 2 games by over 100.
So
Yay!
you got
So
some. So
we
you
need
got
that percentage boost back, yeah.
yeah. So you got some of that back then. Okay.
Some of it, like, I think
Oh,
we're sitting at, like, 64, still the worst percentage in the league, but
oh
not
shit.
the worst win-loss record.
Well, there you go. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, shout out to them and obviously the Dockers, which, a lot of mixed crowd here and where we at. And, right now they thinking it's all the way. They going all the way and they looking good. They're playing really well.
Yeah,
Um,
man, I've got family booking flights to Melbourne already.
wow.
They're ready for it.
Wow.
I mean, when your team's gone 11 straight wins and as hot as they are, like, I completely understand it.
Yeah, but It that's kinda, it's like obnoxious winning by booking tickets.
Well, they've made the grand final once, and that was
Yeah,
13 years ago, which they lost, so let's
but
give
do
it to them.
but do
Do
you
your thing.
wanna but do you
Enjoy
wanna
it.
re but do you wanna repeat the same process again, though, you know? Don't you just wanna see because again, you know how this is, a lot of teams have historic runs, and they're on it, and next minute you know it, the one game in the game, everybody like, "Oh, they just gonna dust this team, and they just gonna run away with it," and then it turn around and be something completely different, and then all hell breaks loose and then now here comes the slump. You know about the slump.
Let's just say it builds character.
Yeah.
Good
Going
answer.
through that, it builds character.
Yeah, good
I just
answer.
I just hope someone on the Dockers is going, "Let's not let us be the New England Patriots."
Oh, don't do that.
I'm
Don't.
just saying. They
Oh,
were like, "Oh,
no.
they're gonna go undefeated to the Super
Yeah,
Bowl," and, some dork named Eli Manning went,
yeah,
"Excuse me a second. I'm
yeah, hold
just gonna go
hold
ahead
my
and ruin your party."
yeah, and while you're at it, I'm getting some get back for you, fucking my brother up before to get here. He'll get some get back. But yeah, I agree with you, TJ. Don't let that mindset. Dockers fans, Dockers, if y'all hear us, what I'm saying, y'all fuck with us. Don't get that mentality,
Yeah.
okay?
Keep the gas pedal down.
You
Yeah, I
know?
think I think they're at a point where they can maybe consider, giving like some key players like a rest here and there with how good the rest of the teams is playing. Like some guys that are like prone to getting injured because like we're at the halfway point of the season, so you kind of obviously you want to stay hot going into the finals, but you don't want to overdo it. Like let's say like the 2016 Warriors 73-9, and then everyone said they were so worn down come playoff time, like one
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
those type situations. So I think maybe it's time to give like some older key players that are very important to have in the finals, like a bit of a rest, like a game off here and there to start.
But then wouldn't you do that too to get some young guys some reps just in case? So
Exactly. Yeah.
everyone's, like, ready to go? Like,
Yeah, because like like a football roster, an AFL roster is about 40 players, but you only get 24 selected at a time per game. So there's a lot of guys that don't really get a lot of opportunities, and now would be a good time to get them a little bit of run.
get
So
some
if you
reps.
do need them come finals time,
Yeah, get some
but you
reps
got a bit of
and
backup. Yeah, 100%.
Well, get them reps. Get them reps if you're able to, because it will pay off. You know what I'm saying? And not only that, hey, you gotta keep the streak alive, man. Fifth quarter support. Well, two of us do, one of us don't. Know what I'm saying? But it's all good, man. All love from over here from the fifth quarter,
We're
though, man.
just
So
we're just aiming for that wild card round. We
yeah,
might get it. Might get it.
okay. And so you're saying there's a chance?
Hey, we're only 2 wins out of the wild card round,
Okay. Well, you
careful
need
but
you
to
don't
get
pull
them
a
two
muscle with that
wins.
spread.
but 6 teams out of the wild card round, so it's still a bit of a climb, but, like I said, we're only at the halfway point.
All right, let's get it then. Okay, I like the enthusiasm in his voice. Like, yeah, we there. What you
Confidence
mean?
is building right now for the team, for the guys.
Nah, that's what's up, man. So yeah, shout out to the local teams, man. Y'all keep it going, man. And yeah, let's make a push. Make a push to the playoffs. And we was talking about something before we jumped on there, man. Melo was in the news, or made a little bit of a recommendation, you were saying, about the league over here, about playing over here.
Yeah, it's just a little something I saw pop up on my Instagram feed. I thought was a bit interesting because, like, we're the a lot of high school kids don't particularly want to go to college for the whole, just one and done type the rule. So there has been a lot that have chosen to, like, go play in the G League for a season, go play overseas for a season. So Melo actually said on one of the podcasts that he was a guest on, he's recommending the NBL for young players that are interested in doing something like that and skipping that year of college and go playing overseas before they enter the draft.
See, shout
I just thought
out.
that was interesting.
Yeah, bridging the gap. You know what I'm saying? Keeping things the main thing. You know what I mean? Without all the politicking, because let's be honest, first round draft picks, it's a lot of politicking. Draft, and
Mhm,
that's any draft, don't matter,
mhm.
don't in respective sports. It's a lot of politicking. So, and then the hype, the
Yeah.
hype. That's the main thing that gets you, is the hype. But
I mean, that might be one thing that they might lose out on by not, going to college in the US is like I think it gets a little bit more attention going to college in the US for, like someone about to enter the draft than it would like
yeah,
playing overseas. But
Well,
at the
I don't
end,
know. Melo LaMelo Ball went number 3, and he did not play college
yeah,
in
he
the
barely even played high school ball. He
he
went to
barely even played high school ball. He played down here, and he was, although probably different circumstance, everyone knew who his dad and his brothers were.
yeah.
But I just like how someone of the stature of Carmelo Anthony is going, "If you wanna play some serious ball, come down to Australia because
He
it is."
could have easily,
Yeah.
and he could have easily said, like most people would be like, "Go play Euroball."
Yeah,
Go
Mm,
play. You know
yeah.
what I mean? He could have easily, which most traffic that comes to the NBA comes through there. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? It's very rare. I ain't gonna say rare, but it's not as common. You hear a lot of teams getting players from the NBL. You know what I'm saying? It's more in the Euro League, but
Yeah.
now it's changing. You know what I'm saying? So now not only the exposure to the league, but then it's exposure to homegrown Australian talent as well too. That's here. You know what I mean? To give opportunities. So, it's
yeah,
good that he shot him out, man. Like that's how you're supposed to do it. You find hidden gems, and people, you know what I'm saying, that just need that extra push. They just probably need a
mm,
little bit of time to prepare themselves. What a way to do it. Not only
yeah,
that, it's nice weather.
like,
You know what I'm
and my
saying? It's
thing is,
nice
I
weather.
was getting towards that. Like, it's a
yeah,
good opportunity
It's nice
for a
weather.
young man to spend a year abroad as well, spend
There
some
you
yeah,
time
go.
abroad.
Just don't get
uh,
on no child support, no child support, no
yeah,
child
seriously,
support.
the 5th quarter will, be a boarding house for you, will keep you focused, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, especially TJ give you one of them motivational speeches. Oh,
That's what I got.
I'm talking about light a fire under your ass. Oh, next minute you know you dropping 40. You dropping
That's what's up.
40 on their head. You know what I mean?
MVP. That's what I'm here for. But, like, and I think it's a good avenue for guys that aren't necessarily, like, you're not the number 1 or number 2 high school player in the US. You're not that five-star recruit who's gonna walk into a $2,000,000 NIL deal and go to
Yeah,
Duke.
exactly. Yeah.
Like, this is a spot where it's like, it's not, it's physical, it's, they're not pushovers, it's not there's not as much as the flop and stuff in the NBL as there is in the NBA, so it kind of, I'd say if you wanna play some '90s style basketball, toughen yourself up a bit, come on down.
Yeah.
And you know what, TJ, I like how you put that, because obviously, excuse me, I've been, me and you have attended a few games, even though it's, local team, but to see the style of play in which they play in this league, it's like, okay, yeah, it is similar to the
Yeah.
90s. You know what I'm saying? They let them play, let them be physical. Obviously, you still got to, hey man, you can't be throwing bows like that, but
No.
you know what I'm saying? But they'll let you be physical. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
put the work in, make you work for those points where it's not so easy. It just as it is in the NBA to score, or get a foul or, flopping and so
Because
on and
No.
that's
so forth.
one thing that I sort of noticed about like a lot of leagues around the world compared to the NBA. And don't get me wrong, this is not a knock on the NBA or any of the players whatsoever. It's just like because the talent in the NBA is so sky high compared to leagues around the world, that when you look at another league player, it's like they don't really have that guy that can just like, okay, I'm just going to go ISO on like every other possession. They
Yeah,
have to bring their team into it because they don't have like an Ant Edwards,
yeah,
this type of guy that's just going to ISO and get to the bucket every single time. I mean, there are guys that can do it for sure in the NBA, but like most possessions, it'll be a lot of, ball movement like Spurs, like 2000 Spurs type play
Yeah.
because
yeah,
they kind of have to. Like,
There's only a handful of guys in the NBL. I mean, there's from our local Wildcats team, Christian Doolittle is turning into
yeah,
yeah.
that dude where he can get, and I love him because he goes to the mid-range thing and he's just smooth. And or there's Bryce Cotton, who pretty much when he feels like dropping 40, he's going to drop
Yeah.
40.
yeah.
Give me the ball and get out of the way.
That's
Pretty much. Like,
basically,
yeah.
basically. Nah, but nah, it's good that Melo shout out the NBL. So yeah, and
Appreciate you,
obviously
Melo.
we shout him out as well too, local team in the league as well. So yeah, man,
Oh,
appreciate it.
and on top of that, like a young man, they'll get coming here to play instead of going to college, they get paid as well. So
Uh,
make a little bit of money while doing it.
there you
Yeah.
go. We
I mean,
can't
there's
we're
so
we're
many.
not allowed to disclose what the profit margin would be, but it'll be
It's
something
more
in your
than
pocket
0.
though.
More than 0.
It'll
But,
be a
like,
little
yeah,
something though.
because not everyone's gonna get those big NIL deals in the
Yeah,
Yeah.
NCAA, so
yeah. But nah, shout out Melo, appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? And again, for those who don't know about the NBL, you know what I'm saying, look it up on YouTube, man, and check out some of the games. You know what I'm saying? And follow along with us when the season is going on. And I'm telling you, you'll see the difference and you'll see that, a little bit of that 90s physicality and how they play and just overall spectacle, man. And to think, it could be used as a potential, segue to get to another segue to get to the NBA, not just the Euro League. So
and if not, just stay here.
Just stay, yeah. Just
yeah.
stay.
It's nice.
they, there you go. That's what I'm saying. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful place, man. Very beautiful place, man. A lot of people still don't know it's over here. But anyway. An- anyway, but I'll tell you what, I don't even know if this is really worth us having a conversation about, gentlemen, but I'm just gonna put it in some small, simple sentences, and then we can move on. And then the floor is y'all's. Uh, the Knicks brought the street sweeper. They took it back Al Capone days in this series, and they just Tommy gunned. They just I'm talking about like untouchables. They just chopped the car up with the Tommy gun, man. Like, again, what's the point on even like really discuss? I mean, yeah, it
Well, I
was,
don't know. I feel like we're just repeating ourselves at this point.
yeah. So just
Um, I mean, we thought Cleveland was gonna get 1, and James Harden said, "Challenge accepted, I'll make sure we get swept." Because
that's real. That's exactly what he did. That's pretty
yeah,
much what he did.
I feel bad for Donovan Mitchell because I don't know what
Yeah,
else he coulda done.
left it all out there.
Yeah.
31 points.
Nah, he could have told Harden to run the fade after the game. That's what he could have did. Just, hey man, we're gonna have to get one, bro. Like, you gotta show me one. Cause you're just standing around, ain't doing shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had more turnovers than field goals made. So he had 5 turnovers, 2 made field goals.
Mm.
Mm.
So I'll put,
It was not a
yeah.
good closeout game at all. 37 points.
So
All I can say is, called it. Harden will not be out of this year. That's all I'm
But the Knicks just don't stop, won't stop proving you wrong, TJ.
yeah, exactly. You just whatever
So
you
I think they'll
said,
get one. It's just like, not on my watch. I
yeah,
know what you said.
TJ. And then I know I said it too, but they really honed in on TJ. They was like, nah,
Yeah, they're
his
so now
his
now
words got more weight than the other two.
now I'm worried about saying too much about, them in the finals because I'm like, I don't
Yeah,
know if I
yeah.
wanna say too much, then you go, "Oh, Knicks in 4,
Yeah.
big deal, right?" Like, I don't know about that.
Oh, no, I hope you're not finna s I hope you're not saying
No,
Knicks in
now I'm
4.
just like, I said, "Nope, they've been a pretender all season." And
Yeah,
I said that all season, and guess what? They're contending for an NBA championship, so I gotta
yeah.
eat a whole lot of humble pie, and I have to tip my now nice new Kangol hat.
Ooh, oh,
Off
yeah,
off
ladies and gentlemen, y'all do not see the Kango that my man has on. Oh, I'm talking about killing it.
it's making me look 2% less white. It's great. But yes, I tip my cap to them because I can't call them a pretender now. They've made it to the NBA finals, and
Yeah,
they basically blew through the Eastern Conference on the way there, so
Yeah.
congratulations.
Yeah, they did.
except for the first series.
Yeah,
They
and
had
then
a
they
They
little
just
bit of a
they went
struggle. Little bit of a
16-2.
struggle. Yeah, a
yeah,
little bit of a
that's not
struggle, but then
that's not
after
bad.
that, like, yeah, we don't really care.
They
Yeah.
Don't
Like, crazy thing is the only 2 games they lost was to Atlanta,
That's what
yeah,
I'm saying.
who was
That
like they just sort of got there at the last minute to make it
kind
a
of
playoff spot.
yeah.
So, yeah, 16-2 in the playoffs in the Eastern
that's
Conference. That's a fucking brilliant effort. Like,
that
yeah.
is a really good
Thanks,
effort.
TJ. Thanks,
Hey,
TJ.
I acknowledge when something I am was way offline, and it was, and that's cool.
Nah,
And
but
I will not be upset if they win, as long as they give Spike Lee a ring.
well, we'll
Yeah.
hell nah, we'll get to that a little later on in the show, but I'll ask this question and then we can move on. So now that we know that Cleveland had dropped the ball and they got the street sweeper, they got the Al Capone, um, what's next for them, man? In short order, what's next for them, man? I think we all know one of the things they need to do. Probably the more obvious thing that
Win
they
4
need
more
to do.
games. Just win 4 more games, and you're
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. I mean, they're still a good team overall, like, in their
Mhm.
core, Evan Mobley, Jared Allen, Donovan Mitchell. I guess that would be their core if they were, and I think they will at some point move on from Harden, whether it's in the off season, but I think more likely
Now,
next season's trade deadline.
now, it's now, it's now.
But his value is so low after
Yeah, you're
the
not gonna
piss
get
poor effort
nothing.
through the playoffs. That's the thing, like, who's gonna wanna take him? They're not gonna get much return for him.
Well, you better pull a rabbit out of the hat.
Yeah,
But
unless they
here's
can get something like, like sneakily, one of those players that aren't getting minutes on a team, and then once they get an opportunity, they suddenly shine. Unless
pull an
they pull up
OKC
something like that.
pull an OKC and find somebody at the end of the
Yeah,
bench
just
that
like
can give you
a
30.
hidden gem somewhere. But I think they're still a good team if they keep their core together. Maybe they can just work on, developing and filling out their bench a little bit.
Hmm.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Do you
And then
think they
obviously
just
not choking in the playoffs would help too. But yeah.
yeah. Do you think they just do it just to dump some salary?
Nah, man, because right now, to your point, they do got some pieces there. Um, that they can work with. Might need a little bit
Yeah,
more,
for
but
sure.
obviously, when you've got limited superstars on your team, you kind of got to turn to your bench. But if your bench is not giving you enough effort, then you just got three people on your team that can play basketball.
Mm.
That's all I'm saying.
And unfortunately, like, Cleveland's never really been like an attractive free agent destination
Unless
for
LeBron was
someone.
there.
Yeah, for someone to just sign I want to go to Cleveland. I'm just going to sign this huge contract there. They're not many players are thinking like that.
Yeah,
They always
because
or usually have to make a move to get them.
yeah, TJ.
Gonna say bring back Delhi. Then maybe some give them a championship, bring them back. Some
Oh,
defense.
there you go. Yeah, you do
But
that.
yeah, I think Ant's right. It's not exactly without like guys like LeBron or Kyrie or the guys that were there when they were at their
Yeah,
peak. It's not the destination it was.
no,
So it's gonna be you're gonna have to make a move, and unfortunately, you're probably gonna have to move Harden and maybe like Struss or something or someone else
yep,
Yeah,
and kind of because I don't think you move on from like the Jared Allen, Mobley because
no,
they are so different. Even though it's 2 bigs, they play very
yeah,
differently, that they're very
100%. Yeah,
complementary to each other.
yeah.
So you're gonna have to if you're gonna move Harden, it's gonna someone's gonna be like, "Yeah, give me him and someone useful, please." And then and then see if you can get some picks and get rid of Harden's probably salary, and then maybe you can kind of use that to maybe sign
Or
somebody.
or you could send Harden to uh, learn how to play defense boot camp for the whole
So
summer.
so Detroit,
Perhaps, yeah.
Teach him how to play. Yeah, how to play
yeah,
defense.
But I do think the Cavs should invest more into Jalen Tyson.
mm,
Like,
Mm.
I think he
yeah,
should be a starter next year if they move on from Harden. He's taking that starting spot.
yeah, for sure.
Well, Cleveland, you heard it first. Fifth quarter kind of just gave you the answer to your problem. I'm just saying, we gave you the answer to your problem. Since you can't seem to figure it out, like clearly 4 games, if you didn't see it in 4 games, what the fuck the problem was, then clearly it's some people outside of the coaching staff that need to be fired. Because
I thought of one more move that the Cavs will probably make,
uh-oh,
and it's Dennis Schroeder for no other reason than he's Dennis Schroeder, and that just seems what happens to him. He
Poor
just
guy.
gets traded.
Like,
Yeah,
he's
what's been on like
so
14
trade
teams?
bait, trade bait.
I just
Patrick Beverly.
but, like, Dennis Schroeder is, like, somebody you probably package up with Harden because he isn't
He's worth something.
yeah, he's not a
Yeah,
liability
He's
on
definitely
defense.
worth something in a
He
trade.
he's consistent as a second unit guard, like, he'll get you points, he'll run the offense, he won't turn the ball over.
Yep.
He's very, very he's always, like, a very good player on a good team. It's like, I feel bad for him. He's just every time they're like, "Well, fuck, we gotta get rid of this guy." Well, we
he's
have
on the
Dennis.
chopping block. Yeah,
We
he's
have
on the chopping
Dennis,
block.
and Dennis always gets a good return. Sorry, bro.
Yeah.
It's tough, man, but well,
Like, he's got U-Haul on speed dial.
pretty much. His shit
Especially with
probably
him,
just in storage.
he's probably got shares in the company by now,
That's
like,
Yeah.
just make him the spokesperson. Guys, it's so
that's
easy.
real. Yeah,
I
literally
move
get
once a
traded.
year.
He was like, "You get traded, go here, just have it ready. Just it's on deck." Well, we know what time it is. Cleveland, y'all heard it, man. We told y'all what to do. We've given y'all the answer to y'all problem. So hopefully y'all take heed to what we saying. Obviously, New York took heed to what TJ has said, and that's why they're in the finals. Charlotte's getting better. Like
Mhm.
we're so obviously we're saying shit that makes sense. We we know what the fuck we talk what we talking about. Just open your ears and listen. We trying to tell you some real shit. You know what I'm saying? But but let's get to the meat, the real meat and potatoes. I know y'all seen it. I believe all three of us were watching the game simultaneously in
Mhm.
3 different areas when we seen
Yep.
what had happened. And we witnessed probably some of what should have been, and it was a great way to end the conference finals series.
It was.
Definitely.
It
Yeah,
I
it
was
think
was a
good,
great game.
man. It was good, man. For those who didn't know or don't know what the fuck's going on,
too bad,
um,
spoilers.
I know, right? um, San Antonio played um, Oklahoma City Thunder, and it was as advertised, heavyweight fight.
Yeah.
Some people said OKC once they went up 3-2, it was over. San Antonio said, "Hold my beer,"
Wemby
and
said, "Hold my
and yeah,
whatever monks drink," and said, "I got
oh
this."
oh, got
Green
it.
tea.
Yeah.
Yes, that's what's that's
Ginseng, that ginseng.
that's
Okay,
there
gotcha.
you go.
That ginseng tea. Gotcha. Okay. And they tied the series. And then, of course, as we were saying, classic game 7. Um, I got a few questions for y'all boys. So we all know Wimby was in I, correct me if I'm wrong, was in a under 19s competition a long time ago.
I think it was under
uh,
17s. They were
or
like high school
17,
age.
something like
Yeah.
that. Yep.
Oh,
And so
they do
happens,
they do U16 and then they do U19.
Oh,
okay,
okay.
that's what I
Yeah.
thought it was.
That's
Yeah,
under
under.
19, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
But they would have been like 17 years
Yeah,
old,
yeah,
like high
yeah, yeah.
school age.
something
Yeah.
Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
Yeah. So it turns around and obviously Wemby was in that competition, but do you know who else was in that competition as well too?
Not sure.
One Chet Holmgren.
Diet Wemby.
Tired Wemby.
And Mr. Chet won the MVP in that game, I believe they played. And I watched the footage today of that game and watched the ceremony. And if I think it took everything within Wemby not to fire on Chet. I'm talking about he wanted to take off on him, bro.
Oh,
He looked like
he was
he wanted
not
to.
impressed.
He was not impressed. Like you could tell. And then guess what? Lo and behold, revenge served best. I'm talking about served best and giving him that work. But my question to y'all is now that he has um within the 3 years that he's been here, he's got conference final MVP. Do you think that him getting this award has definitely put him in the conversation of he will be, not he can be, he will be the best in the world?
I think he pretty much might be right now.
Yeah, he
Like,
definitely
when you
looked
look
at
at his overall game, offensively and defensively, you can definitely consider him to be the best player in the world right now.
yeah, he definitely looked at in the whole series, especially again, even though you look back at the how he looked at Chet, how he looked at SGA when they were doing the MVP awards ceremony and he was just staring daggers.
Yeah.
That reminded me of the Last Dance thing where Michael Jordan said, "You can have that. I'ma get this."
Yeah.
He didn't say the words, but his face sure as shit said it.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's so right now y'all think he is the best in the world.
Well, I mean, for let's say the last handful of years, everyone's pretty much considered Jokic to be the best player in the world. Like we can agree on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
then Wemby's bringing it on offense. Like he might not have the same passing ability as Jokic, but his scoring ability would be on par with Jokic, and
Mhm.
the attention that he draws to himself on offense as well, much like Jokic does. But then Wemby's also got everything he brings on the defensive end, which is no question the best in the league.
Mm.
So that's because both like two ways of his that's what might make him the best in the world,
San
considering he's got
Antonio's
both ends of his game
cheating. That's what
at
that
the
is.
highest
San
level.
Antonio's cheating. They made a creative player, they cloned it, they brought it to life, and here we are. This is what
Yeah,
we
they
got.
put his stats up to 99.
That's what I'm saying, 99. Like, come on, man. This shit is unreal, man. But um for OKC, I'll ask this question. Did this series expose a fatal blow that could fix in the offseason?
Sort of, because they were without J-Dub,
Yeah.
so when he gets back healthy, obviously, he definitely makes the team better. Um, they're still young, and they will develop in the offseason, they'll continue to work. So, I wouldn't say it's exposed any holes in it, I think it's just a developmental part of the process.
Hmm.
Yeah. But I think it did solidify it's not a rivalry. It's not a competition. Chet Holmgren is not the same as Wemby. They're not close. They're not
Yeah.
the same person. They're not the same player because Chet looked like fucking McLovin in in the series.
uh,
And especially in game
oh,
7, are you kidding me? 4 points, you looked scared to shoot. You weren't aggressive. Normally, he's fairly aggressive, like, Chet isn't
yeah.
a slouch, like,
Yeah.
he can get to the bucket, he can score. I don't think it exposed anything with OKC other than
But
they really do need J-Dub as that second scorer because the other
but
J Will
that's what
didn't
I'm
do it.
Yeah,
saying.
like Caruso became this second scorer like through that series.
'Kay, speaking of Caruso, I just wanna throw one thing
Oh,
out there. I don't know if you know
I hope you finna say what I was finna say. Please say it if it is. Hopefully. Go ahead, TJ.
it may or may not be, but 'cause, with my daughter, I was watching Space Jam, and now I can't unsee that Caruso looks
Elba
exactly like Elmer Fudd.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Okay. No, that's not what I was saying, but thanks for the point, though. Now I see it. I
You can't
see it.
unsee
And
it
then
now.
Wemby's just Jordan with, like, the outstretched arm for
Exactly.
Yeah.
laughter.
Okay. So I'll ask this question. Did the series prove who the real superstar is in the West right now?
They're both superstars, Wemby and
Both.
Shea.
Yeah,
No matter how you wanna whatever happened, Shea is an absolute superstar, no
yeah,
question.
100%. It didn't say who was better than the other, but I will say is when it got, like, I need to win a game, I think because Wemby is basically one of the best players in the league on both ends of the floor, that's gonna carry you farther than just being not that Shea's a bad defender, I'm not saying that he got a couple blocks, he rebounds, he does more than most, you know, first option scoring guys do. But there is a difference in when people aren't afraid to go at SGA when he's a defender, even though he is a very good defender. But people are
Mm.
afraid to go at Wemby because it's like 9 times out of 10, I try and
It's
go at
not
him
a
for a layup.
it's not a
Oh,
good business decision.
speaking of going at Wemby, I don't know if you noticed, but I feel like Hartenstein by game 7 perfected that little rainbow floater over Wemby's height. He was
Yeah,
getting that thing
He
high
yeah,
and
he
was.
hitting him.
was. Yeah, because he
And
knew.
Yeah.
do you wanna know what I think made the biggest difference? Is they were getting a lot they were letting him be fairly physical through this whole series, which OKC doesn't seem to respond well to. They fall on the ground, they flop, they
Yeah.
throw their heads back, they look to the refs. They do LeBron. It's a whole team of LeBrons looking at the ref.
Oh,
Wemby, and they
goodness.
were physical, like over the line physical with Wemby. And he would just like roll his eyes at them like, no. And he would keep attacking them and keep attacking them. I think the difference was San Antonio, and this is where, and I'm gonna make my exclamation point on this. San Antonio didn't let it get to them as much as OKC did, and
I
Yeah.
agree.
that
Yep.
I agree.
accumulated when Caruso, who I think should have got a flagrant when he basically hauled Castle to the ground.
Yeah.
He just had
Yes,
his arm and he pulled him to
yes,
the ground. And
yes.
I'm giving Dylan Harper teammate of the year for getting on
Oh,
the
yeah.
ground
Yes,
and hugging him and
yes,
Veteran
going,
move by the Rook. Veteran
yeah,
move by the
yeah,
Rook.
and just going,
yeah.
"Don't react, man. They're
We
Yeah.
frustrated. Don't
We
do it."
need
yeah,
you.
we got it. We
We got him.
they know we got them beat. That's the thing. They
It's like
Yeah,
know
when
that was a
yeah,
beautiful moment
yeah,
when Dylan Harper came and, like,
yeah.
just jumped on the floor with him and held
He
him.
said, "No, no, no, don't."
Nope,
It was
nope.
like when Chicago stopped reacting to the Pistons basically assaulting them, and
yeah.
then they beat them. So it was the same thing. They just didn't react to all the dirty little plays, like, and it started to expose OKC going
We
without
got them. We
when
got them.
when the refs are letting in more stuff go and you're not getting the calls you think you should be getting, you
Mhm,
clearly didn't
mhm.
respond the same way as San Antonio did to the physicality. And I
Yeah.
think that made the difference, especially in game 7.
Yeah.
So do you feel that was the turning point or the biggest turning point of this series?
Not for the series. I think for game 7, it must have been like, guys, it's gonna be physical. And I don't know if it was Mitch Johnson or Pop via Mitch Johnson that just said, it's gonna be physical, it's gonna suck, they're gonna miss calls, they're gonna let a lot of stuff go. Don't
Yeah.
react, play the game. I think San Antonio just did that better. I don't think it was for the whole series because it was a pretty evenly matched series up until and even game 7
So
was back.
what do you think was the biggest turning point in this series?
I think it's the support that more of the Spurs provided.
Yes,
You know, like Harper
balance.
was fantastic in game 7, Castle was incredible. Luke Cornett, my
Yes.
goodness.
Yes.
That one block.
Yeah. Shit, even Harrison Barnes had some decent minutes in game 7.
Hey,
He didn't play much through the whole series.
you better thank them nines.
birthday boy, well
Oh,
done.
He better
none.
thank them nuns. It was praying for him. See?
How
Yeah.
how about Carter Bryant? This
Oh my goodness,
Yes.
he
yeah,
go
yeah,
play
Yes.
defense on the reigning MVP and reigning Finals MVP. Try not to let him score too much.
Yeah.
And he and I liked how he kind of ran through him, going for a rebound, saying, "You want a foul? I'll give you a foul."
Exactly.
yeah,
And you know something, man, again, all of us here, we grew up playing basketball. Obviously, we watched basketball in different eras and our teachings are different, but I can honestly say that we all can agree that we were taught the game in physicality and how
Mhm.
to be physical and how to use certain things to your advantage. You know what I mean? But now it's getting to the point where it's kind of the flopping and the constant bitching and complaining because you're not getting the call. And it's like, come on, man. Like it's almost like
Yeah.
every other possession is just everybody in the ref's face. So I'm gonna be honest. If I was a ref, this is what this is exactly what I'm saying to him. Hey, look here, man. You got one more time to come over in my face bitching about a call, or I'm gonna attack your ass. Straight up.
mm,
I'm hitting you with the T. I do not care. You know what I'm saying? Or if it is a call, hey, this is what a scene, this is what we agreed upon, this is what it is. You know what I mean? Like I got a job to do too. But on the flip side of that, yes, there is some egregious calls. I will clear like what
Yeah.
TJ was saying about the foul, you know what I'm saying, on Caruso. That should have been called a little different and it wasn't, you
Yeah.
know?
That
But
wasn't a common foul. He
yeah.
grabbed his arm and pulled him to
pulled
the
him
Yeah,
ground.
pulled
down.
him down.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly. You see
I
what
was
I'm
just a
saying?
little bit more than a hard foul. Like it
Yeah.
didn't
Yeah.
pull him down. It wasn't just like I wrapped him up. It was actually there was downward motion for sure
Yeah, and the thing I
when you watch
think
it slow.
bothers me is, um and SGA is not the only one who does it, but you watch them when they shoot and they're coming down to land, they're pushing their legs out in front of them, so they fall
Yeah,
down. Like Ben was saying, we were always taught it's like, yeah, there's gonna be some contact, draw the contact, but then try and finish. SGA is just really good at finishing even when he's falling over. He is
yeah.
good at that.
Yeah.
So I give him credit, he will draw some contact and he'll kinda go sideways to sell it a bit, but he's still, to his credit, got enough body control to most of the time finish the play. So you can't be too mad at that, but I find that he's an anomaly. Most people that are trying to draw a foul and they're sideways and they're falling down, they're
But
doing
but he's
doing
perfected it though, like perfected it
yeah,
Yeah.
but
up
he's
to
worked on
some
getting
degree.
his shoulders still square, at least to the basket, to at
Yeah.
least give him the chance to finish.
I'll give him that for
Right.
sure in that game 7 because like often you in a playoff game especially come out, you have to feel out how the refs are gonna call it, whether how much physicality they're gonna allow, what sort of things you can get away with, for the first little bit of the game.
Mhm.
I think when he sort of realized that he wasn't gonna get the calls that he sometimes would get when he, cuts through someone and, flails a little bit to get that call and he wasn't getting them, he was playing like he was not gonna get those calls,
Yes,
and he was just straight up with it, taking his shot, getting to his spot, and his when he's not playing for the foul call, like, his game is so pure.
it is, which is why it's probably more annoying. It's like, "You are
Yeah.
so good, you don't have to do that. Please don't do that."
Other other than that one on the 3 where I was like, I'm like, "Come on, natural shooting motion." He went sideways
Yeah, that
through
wasn't
the
even
arm, like, that
wasn't
was
even
not
close.
anyway, whatever, play on.
After he
Yeah.
elbowed
The most
after he elbowed somebody in the face.
yeah.
That's why I
But,
said, like, again, SGA's found a way to master the craft of deception. You
like,
know what I
he is
mean? And
and he does.
to get the calls. You know what I mean? Like, and clearly, again, and I know we all have said it, numerous times. It's starting to kind of take the fun. That's one of the things that's taking the fun out of the game. You know what I'm saying? When you're doing stuff because it slows the game down. Not only that, again, it goes back to the bitching. It's constant people in people's face. Cause oh, you hit me, you fucking fail, you fucking fail. And you bitching and complaining and bitching and complaining and bitching and complaining the whole, you know what I'm saying? Like that shit after a while, it's like, come on, man, you're a grown ass man, bro.
Yeah,
Grown ass man, bro. Of course you're gonna get smacked upside your head. Of course you're gonna catch a quick elbow. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna get a receipt. as the
Yeah.
wrestlers call it. You're gonna get a receipt. Know what I'm saying? Yeah, that shit's gonna happen as part of the game. Same shit in football. You're gonna get hit after the whistle. Know what I'm saying? And the ref ain't gonna call it. Guess what? That's just to get in your head. It's what it's gonna be all game, buddy. All game. I'm giving it
Mhm.
to you all game. So man up, stop the bitching, okay? He cooked you, all right? If he went to the hole, he cooked you, and you had to last resort, you had to foul him, which I'm pretty sure we all would know that too. When all else
Mhm.
fail, you foul their ass.
Yeah.
Now
They're
I
gonna
ain't
get
saying, now I ain't saying clothesline him like fucking, they fucking DDT him and shit, but just to prevent him from scoring or But damn, this shit is getting out of hand now, man. It kind of is, man. But he has perfected that to be able to make it work for his advantage. And don't be surprised if other people follow along in that same pattern and, studying, working on that particular thing to get more calls for them, more possessions, shit
yeah.
like that. Psychological warfare, gentlemen, when it comes to shit
Yeah.
like that. But
It
I don't know, man. It overall fucking great series, man.
it
Like
was. It was what and, like, game 7 is what most of those types of games should be. It was back and forth. It was
not like the
until they
not
kind of
not like the Eastern Conference Finals.
Mm. You know what I was finding myself doing? I was even yelling at the TV. I was yelling at the Spurs. I'm like, "Could you move you're up. Move the ball around. Stop shooting threes. Stop rushing." But that's probably because 'cause they're all so young. It's like, "Stop rushing.
hey,
Stop,
hey,
stop, stop it."
can I say this? I don't know if y'all will agree with me with this, but can somebody kind of holler at Wimby and say, "Hey, it's okay, bro, because you're taller than the hoop, but you always don't have to shoot threes, my boy. You're dominant. Get in that paint. You should be giving it to him. Give him that work.
Yeah,
Nobody can do nothing with you. But again, I'm traditional. Big man like that, get your ass in the paint. You finna hang out down here. Ain't taking to shoot no fucking threes, man. But again, we're in a new era of basketball. Everybody can shoot. My
but it was
5-year-old
Yeah,
daughter can
but
shoot.
also, he can play down low, but he can shoot from range. So he's not just
Yes,
like a big
yes.
guy that's chucking up shots from range. Because, excuse me, consider this, which can tie into whether he's the best in the world or not. When he rises up to shoot a three, that's like what, 10 feet in the air, the ball?
He's past
So
that.
that's how high the defender has to rise up to try and block it.
yeah,
When he does a step back, how long is his step back? Like 2, 3 meters? And he can still shoot from that far behind the 3-point line.
Fucking
So
surfboard.
yeah, so like creating his space, he gets so wide open off one step because his legs are so long. And then when he rises up, he's so much higher than the person defending.
Ooh, and then nowadays everybody like to throw them legs out when they kick. When they shoot that
yeah.
jumper, like to kick them legs out. Oh, imagine getting kicked by one of them. I think they said that man wear a size 21. I think they said his name size 21 shoe. Like the fuck 21. They
Just
got
to
a
get
21
kicked in the face
size
with a water
shoe.
ski.
God damn.
There's
I
no size shoe on the market for him. It's just a size Wemby.
Yeah. What
Ooh,
I
imagine when
what
his
was
shoes start coming out, bro. You gonna cop a pair?
no.
Yeah, I just need one though, and I can fit both my feet. But
If I need some new water skis, I'm just gonna grab a pair of Wembies.
yeah, if it starts
Excuse me.
snowing and we need some snowshoes, like
Oh
There you go.
shit. I got
I'm
a question. I got another question for you. Who won the coaching battle in this series and why?
got to go with Miss. Actually, I'll give it to Miss Johnson overall because the way that he got a lot of the guys involved. But I will say credit to Mark Dagnall, which where he was tweaking his lineups based on Jada being out. At times, Caruso getting the start. I think, if I'm not mistaken, Jalen Williams, J Will, he started over Chet in the second half of that game 7 because he's got he's a bit more of a solid body. Moving Hartenstein as into starting over Chet as well. Things like that. He did a lot of good tweaking with the lineup um, here and there. But yeah, overall, it's got to be Mitch Johnson. He's the winning coach.
Yeah, and I think what he did with everyone in game 7 just kept everyone kind of settled.
Mhm. Gotta
And they
talk.
came out swinging, by the way.
Mhm.
What was it, like 15-4 or something to open up?
Yep.
Yep.
Wasn't playing with him at all. Well, it was a good series, man. Like,
Yeah.
if they could have played 2 more games, that shit probably would have been even more interesting 2 more games in. But
Yeah.
buck stops at 7. So now we have concluded this long awaited road to get to where 2 teams from each conference play for the big shiny golden basketball that sits on the whatever the fuck that shit is. But anyway, um, we're here now, gentlemen. Finals. San Antonio Spurs, New York Knicks. A rematch from 1999. Fun fact. 1999. And in 99, do y'all recall who won that finals?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the San Antonio Spurs.
Mm,
And New York hasn't made it back to the finals since either.
Yeah. It's been a while.
you
It's been a
said
long
it.
time.
You said it, not me. But yes, they have not been back since 99, gentlemen. 99.
Did
It's
did the S
2026.
did the Spurs sweep them in that series?
I think it was 4-1,
For
if I'm not
no,
mistaken.
and
Yeah.
it was a sweep of sorts.
But,
Don't,
you know,
hey,
we're talking that's a dynasty, that Spurs team. Like, that was, I think, yeah, because David Robinson was still there.
Yeah,
He hadn't
yep,
retired yet.
yeah.
yep,
They hadn't got Tony Parker yet,
nope,
No, he was the
but
next year.
it was the beginning of a
yeah,
dynasty,
Yeah.
that one.
Tony Parker came, I think, the next year.
yeah, next
Yeah.
then. And now here we
Yeah.
are.
I mean, you don't expect it to beat David Robinson and Tim Duncan. Like, Jesus.
But they had
Give him a chance.
but they had Patrick Ewing.
Yeah, exactly. They had
Yeah.
Pat. I think they
They
had
had
Oakley
Patrick
too.
Ewing. They had
They had
Oakley.
Oakley.
They still had Allen Houston,
Yeah,
who
Allen
who
Houston. Yep.
when we saw him at the All-Star game this year, that dude still shoots better than most current NBA players.
They had Starks. Was
I don't know if they
Starks
still had
balling?
Starks.
No.
They might have still had Starks.
Yeah, I think it was Starks. Um,
Like, that's
yeah,
still a team that
they had a
went to
decent
Yeah.
all
squad.
those 6 games, right? Like, they
Yeah,
still had a squad.
yeah.
It's just I don't know, it must be that culture in San Antonio. They're just team ball and disciplined.
And Mexican
Yeah.
food.
That shit does hit different.
Yeah, Mexican food, exactly. Authentic shit. None of this bullshit they be trying. Anyway, predictions. Let's get them out the way now. TJ, we'll start with you because you the one started all this bullshit. So we're gonna start with you first. Who you got and what is going to?
I'm afraid to say because if I say it, it's gonna go the other way. If I'm being honest, if San Antonio is gonna play the way they've played in the last few games, they are gonna be very, very hard to beat, and Wemby seems to be on a mission. They're not gonna
Yeah.
San Antonio is absolutely not gonna sweep the Knicks. There's just no chance. There's a very good chance it goes to 6 games, possibly 7, because New York is feeling confident. They've come together. They're playing really well as a whole team,
And
and
rest.
they've fun fact about the rest, I looked, it's like, "Hey, whoever's had the more rest, who wins more?" Apparently, it's like 50-50. So apparently
Yeah,
that doesn't mean shit if you've
yeah,
had more rest. But the Knicks, if they're gonna be competitive, I think needed the rest to go against
exactly.
San Antonio, but I'm gonna give it to San Antonio in 6 games.
Ooh, Ant.
That's, yeah, pretty much exactly how I was looking at it as well. I do think the Spurs will win. I don't think it's gonna be as easy as it might seem, because like the way you said, TJ, you know, the Knicks have really come together through these playoffs. They look incredible. 16-2 record. They've had, you know, what, a week off by the time the
Mhm.
playoff starts, a little over a week.
It'll be like 8
The
days,
rest,
I think.
yeah. So by the time the finals game in one starts, you know, so they're well rested. But I just don't think that they have an answer for Wemby. Ultimately, if
No.
he gets going, I just don't think there's anyone that can stop him.
Hmm.
Like, not Cat, not Mitchell Robinson.
No, like
Yeah.
who else do you put left? Like who you put on him? Like, um, but then it's like the other side is like Jalen Brunson is feeling himself in these
Yeah,
past few games.
absolutely.
Like,
Yeah.
but the problem is he was going against Harden, not guys like Sell, Castle, or
Yeah,
Fox.
Castle,
That's a
Fox.
different,
Yeah.
and they are
Mm.
much better defenders by a lot. So that's going to be tough. But then again, there's you know Bridges and Anobi
Hold on, wait
and
a minute. Hold on, wait a minute. Didn't wasn't it a few times that Donovan got on Brunson and he got cooked too?
oh no, I'm not saying it's
Yeah.
I'm not
So it
saying
really
but
doesn't
They
matter
was
who's
they were
guarding him.
seeking out Harden to go at Harden.
they
Yeah,
were
I
getting they
got
were
it, but
they were getting the
yeah,
switches, but that's going to be a problem because if you get a switch with San Antonio, you're still going to get a
they
reasonably
got
good
Wemby.
defender.
Yeah, of
Yeah.
course.
Yeah, so you're not going to. Is he still going to get his points? Is he still going to be hard to stop? Is he still going to give you 25? Probably. It's just he's going to have to work a lot harder for it.
So you're
Yeah.
saying we might see the middies, like a high volume of middies in this series, right?
I think he's still just gonna do the Jalen Brunson
He's
thing,
going to do
get
his
to a
thing.
spot,
Get a spot. Give
like,
himself some
turn
space.
that yeah, that turnaround
Yeah.
fade from the mid-range.
He better not try that
He'll
shit on
play
Wemby
his
though.
game, yeah.
He better not
He'll
try
play
that
his
shit on
game.
Wemby though.
Like, yeah, and that's exactly when, he'll kick it out and hopefully, like, I don't know, if he makes the shot or Bridges makes the shot, who has been shooting it very well through these playoffs.
Josh, don't sleep on Josh Hart too now.
Yeah,
He been
Josh Hart
shoot
for
he
sure.
been shooting.
Absolutely. He's
Yeah.
Swiss Army knife. It's extremely important to that team. Deuce McBride had a bit of like flashes here and there coming off the bench,
Did that
making shots here
old
and there. So
then
yeah,
the Chihuahua Alvarado, I call him a Chihuahua. That motherfucker
but I
just
think
everywhere. He just pester the fuck out you. Just get on your nerves. That was a good
I think
pickup by them
yeah.
boys though. Yeah.
Overall, I do think the Spurs will win, and I'll give it to them in 6 as well. So, but yeah, like you said, it's just going to be.
Fucking hell.
I think
Oh
I
man.
think actually this could be a really good matchup, but
Yeah, it
I
will
just
be.
don't think they have an answer for Wemby.
Yeah, it's gonna be
Like
more
ultimately, that'll be the deciding point.
yeah.
Fucking hell. Well, I guess we're all in agreement, but I think this will go to game 7. That's what I think. Game 7, just
And
like
he's
I said, you can't give Wimby everything, but he's got conference finals MVP. Now he potentially could get finals MVP. I'm just saying.
yeah.
I'm just I'm just saying that's the way this shit's shaping up. You know what I'm saying? That's the way it's looking right now if we want to go in the politic realm, but I think it'll go 7 games.
So
San
the Knicks and
Antonio.
the Knicks and Spurs matched up 3 times during the season, during the
Yep.
regular season. Normally, it would only be 2, 1 at each other's homes because they're in different conferences.
Yep.
So they each took their home game. They each won their home game. The third time that they matched up during the regular season was for the play-in tournament, so
Actually,
the
yeah.
in-season tournament finals,
Yeah. And
which the
San
Knicks
Antonio.
won.
Oh yeah, the Knicks did beat them. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
And I'm
well, there
pretty
you
sure
so
go.
Wemby hasn't forgot that.
that's quite interesting.
Yeah.
Guaranteed Wemby's got that up here, like, I remember
Yeah.
that.
That's crazy, man. But yeah, I think we all in the 5th quarter in agreement San Antonio wins the series. But we've seen crazier shit. So it's no telling. All I know is it's gonna be a well, we hope it's gonna be a good series. It
I
just ain't
think it
gonna
will
just
be.
be
Yeah.
BTA, just belt the
No,
ass
it
for
won't
4
be.
games straight. I don't think I could stomach that. Like for it to be this good and these 2 teams to make it, and then to what you said, Ant, to bring up the point of they have met before for a high stakes game earlier in the season, and the Knicks got the better of them. So it's gotta be box office, man. It's gotta be box office. All right, we finna get on up out of here, but I want to do something special. We got new segment, ladies and gentlemen, that we are going to run, and it's called the 5th quarter verdict. So what we're going to do is we're going to run 5 unknown players, just random names. Could be a superstar, could not be a superstar, could be somebody up the street, neighbor, colleague, doesn't matter. But basically, we're going to give our perspective of what we think this individual's career could shape up to be from this point, from what we have seen. We are not saying that, oh, this is a person that's going to be a bust or this person is trash. It's more of, basically analyzing what we have seen and what we can kind of touch on or talk about now about said player. So we're going to run off three. Now, I'll say this, two of them were already in the series that just closed out. That's the only clue I can give you. So when I say the name, gentlemen, y'all let me know what the verdict is out on them. Stephon Castle.
He's going to be an all-star, all NBA type player. He's got a very, very bright future.
TJ.
I fuck. Well, you got the next one I get to go first because then I'm just gonna say, yeah, same thing. He's
Like,
physical. He
yeah,
he's had some of the most insane dunks through this whole playoff.
Yeah.
Things I've seen, like, he goes at anyone and his head is looking through the rim, like, it's insane. So, yeah, he will be I give him 2, 3 more seasons, he's all NBA, he's an all-star, he's probably be a champion more than once the way they're playing.
yeah. I think he'll stick around in San Antonio for as long as they can keep him as well.
Yeah.
Mm, all right. Next one. Chet Holmgren.
Ooh.
Let's not all talk at once.
No, no, you
I
gotta
got
choose.
quiet as fuck. And he was like, oh, shit. Thought
'Cause
it
I'm
was going to
trying
be more exciting.
like, you gotta look at it from what was he like all season, not just that the fact that he wasn't what people wanted him to be through this last series. He was still up in the contention for defensive player of the year. He is a very good player for his size, guy who can take the ball to the basket, shoot threes, and he is a really good defensive player. If O Same thing, if OKC can keep him, he works well with, like, Hardenstein. They work well with
Mhm.
Hardenstein maybe being the bigger guy, excuse me, the bigger guy to kind of body up on down low, and then Holmgren's very good at, the help defense because he's long, and then where he stretches things out because he can shoot the ball. But I don't think he needs a superstar point guard, smaller guy around him because he's not the man. So OKC is a perfect fit for him just because of what's around him to allow him to kind of have some freedom to play. He's still gonna be a up there in defensive player of the year, probably. I say he remains in OKC because I don't see anywhere else where he's really gonna be able to play his game. But then it's if OKC can afford him because he's still gonna command
Yeah.
quite a contract. But he'll still be a very top tier player. I think he just needs to get on that Giannis diet. He needs to bulk up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hell no.
No, I completely agree with that because I wouldn't base his career outlook on this one playoff series. Like, yeah, Wemby absolutely made him look silly for the most part, but he's 23 years old only. He's got a lot of career ahead of him. I think he will stick around in OKC at least for the next handful of years until the salary cap starts affecting him because as of next year, both J Dubs and Chet's extension kick in. So they're going to be making 40 million apiece. Year after that is when Shea's extension kicks in and he's going to start making 60 million plus a year. So 60, 65, 70 for the next 3 years. So that's when you might see, okay, has he developed into the guy we need him to be as a number two pick? Or, for salary reasons, do they have to move him or whatever it might be? But I think he's going to be a really good player. He's all star this season, all NBA. He's definitely got a bright future. But like you said, yeah, I think he needs to pack on a bit of muscle if he's going to go up against Wemby again.
He needs some milk.
Creatine.
Uh, yeah, I know, right? Heavy creatine diet,
But
man. Alright,
You
and then
can't take away that OKC have won a title and got to where they are. If they
yeah,
didn't
with
have
him.
him if they didn't have
Yeah,
Yeah,
him, they it wouldn't
definitely.
be the same.
yeah. Now, I got 2, but we gotta boil it down to 1. So, I think this one, I like the better out of the 2, and we'll wrap it up on this. VJ Edgecombe.
Oof.
I got you
Yes, you
thinking.
Yeah,
do.
yeah.
Yeah, that's
I
what I'm
mean,
talking
like,
about. That's what we want.
I do think he will be a really good player, but as far as career outlook goes, because a lot of obviously there is a lot of team factor into how successful he'll be overall.
Or could
But
he
as yeah,
or could he be a potential piece to move kinda to get someone in? You know what I mean?
no, I think Philly would be very stupid to move him.
They would.
Oh, they were stupid to
Like,
have Harden, but,
but that was before VJ even got
You
there. I
know,
mean,
I'm just
like,
saying, but they have
yeah.
made stupid decisions is what I'm saying. They made dumb
No.
decisions.
It's a
So
very
Yeah, I mean,
valid
like,
point.
Philly sort of they have progressed, like, they're kind of like a two-step forward, one-step back team over the last handful of, like actually, sorry, over the last, like, 10 something years.
yeah.
Like, they've gone in the right direction, then they've kinda had to backtrack a little bit every time they've sort of gotten to where they wanna go as far as, with the ultimate goal being winning a championship. But I think they'd be stupid to get rid of him. Definitely hang on to him for until, he doesn't really fit with the team and you maybe you draft like you get someone who's gonna ultimately be better than him, perhaps, and then you have to choose between the 2, but I think it's way too early to make a decision like trading him right now. It's as dumb as, like, how they traded Jared McCain to OKC.
And look how that turned out for him.
Yeah, it turned out fucking great for OKC. He was
Yeah,
really
look
good in that series.
yeah, look how that turned out for him.
Yeah. No, I'm with Ant on this one. I think you keep him because he was great for you in your playoff run.
Yeah.
He played very well. Um, but Philly does have to make some decisions. It's because right now if you do move on, his value would get you a lot of return. But I think you need to move on from Embiid and keep Edge coming and be like, we need something else as a big
Mm.
man, and we'll build around him and Maxi would be a good, you know, because they both played very well to the playoffs. So I think you build around him and Maxi, and you're still going to get a really good return for Embiid at this point.
Yeah.
I, he'll be another, one of those fringe all-star type guys, probably, you know, flirting with all NBA second or third team as he because he's young, but he's got some, just looking at they were playing Boston, he had some swagger to him. He was winking at people and closing out
Yeah.
games. So
Yeah. Don't even remind me.
Yeah.
No, but I watched every single one of those games, all 7 of them, and I was very impressed.
yeah, so I
Like, the future's bright for that kid.
yeah he'll
Well,
he'll
so basically, yeah, he's got a very bright future. His career has
absolutely.
a very even if it's in the same organization or if he proves himself worthy that he can go somewhere else and provide his services for someone else. He has the capability of doing that. So that's good
Yeah,
to know.
and I reckon that would be sort of maybe in, like, 4 or something years' time, 5 years at least. It just depends on what Philly can put around him, but, they might have those, like, "Okay, we're getting to the 2nd round," like, let's say they do move on from Embiid, they do move on from George or whatever, and they're, like, not quite getting there, and then they have to decide to blow it up entirely. I think that's when he gets moved, but hang on to him for as long as you can while you're progressing in the right direction.
Well, that's what we want. We want to hear, but that's the verdict on all these players. Hopefully, we see some good turnaround from all of them, especially one of the other ones. Hopefully, recommended creatine diet. Recommended. Okay. Lots of fiber as well too, because it's got to go somewhere. It's got to go somewhere. But yeah, other than that, appreciate y'all for tuning in as always, man. Let's gear up, get ready for the finals. It is upon us. Y'all stay tuned. We might have a little surprise for y'all coming within the next couple of days. maybe week. Just tune in. You never know. We're spontaneous like that. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, appreciate y'all gentlemen for spending y'all time while we have this lovely conversation as always, man. And yeah, just continue fucking with us. Again, hit us up on all your podcasting platforms. We're on YouTube now, so check us out there. Any other platforms. Anything y'all want to say before we get up out of here?
Um, I will see you guys in about 4 weeks because I
Oh
am
yes, yes,
taking off
yes.
on a jet plane back home to Canada for a while.
uh Yep, so he can bootleg the finals. No, I'm joking.
Uh, no, my dad's got a wicked sports package.
Oh, well then
I'll be
you
tuned in.
good
I'm
as
good.
golden. Good as golden. Well, safe trip to you, sir, which I'm pretty sure we'll see you before then, my guy. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, safe trip, man. Let us know. You know what I'm saying? You made it when you get there and all that good jazz. And yeah, hopefully you somewhere where the game is going on and maybe, might tap in with you, see where you at. Other than that, and just enjoy yourself. And it's gonna be
Okay.
winter over there, ain't it? When you
No,
go, ain't it?
no, no. It'll be
Some.
summer-ish, but it's Canada and it's in the mountains, so you never know.
Cold as shit. Anyway. Cold- anyway, but yeah, love y'all, man. Appreciate y'all on the next one.